Um, your Traviante partner?
Yes, sir.
Uh, you really don't think too much about this court, do you?
This is my first time.
Yeah. Well, you're not showing any respect at all. Look at everybody in the room. Look at all the men.
Yeah.
You see everybody? Like, it was important you wear your gold necklace,
No,
but you have a T-shirt and you're going to interrupt me?
No, sir.
Do you know any rules of conduct? I don't think you do. I think you grew up kind of off the grid here without any sensibility of, well, politeness, rules of decorum, rules of behavior. This is a court of honor. We deal with the Constitution. That's what we do. The law of the land. You look like you're here ready for a clam dig. You're on the beach about to do a clam dig. That's what you look like. If you need some clothes to borrow that, make you look like you appreciate and respect the proceedings here, we can get that for you. But everybody look at the men. Everybody's got a tie except the people who are wearing uniforms. You're charged with, listen, a crime that can put you in prison for 10 years. You think that's important in your life? Yeah, it is important. You listen to isn't that important in your life? Yes. 10 years of your life, 10 years in prison. This is the way you're dealing with it, showing that you really don't care much about it. This is what you'd wear to go to the convenience store, I guess, in the middle of summer. Dress nicely. All right. I'm not going to tell you you have to wear a tie, but you're looking at up to 10 years in prison. Why don't you show some respect, not only to the proceedings here, but for your own life? Your own life. I mean, if nothing else, you want to at least impress everyone that you understand and appreciate the proceedings. This really looks like you don't care. What about your own life? Everybody else is here. Look, there's your attorney. He's dressed. But you're the one who's the guest of honor. It's your life, not his. It's your life at 10 years. Dress better than that. Do you have parents?
You said, but come on.
Yeah, but the point is even if they didn't have, some parents aren't good role models, but you're 18 now, right? Yeah, you're an adult. You can't blame it on the parents anymore. It's your responsibilities to act responsibly. And the first step is, wearing, when you come into proceedings like this, would you go to church like that? Why not? No, would you just wear a T-shirt to church though? Yes. Well, look, go to Salvation Army. I'm on the board. They'll fix you up with some nice clothes for people who can't afford it.
Yes, sir.
There are places in town that can help you dress nicely, especially when you're here, but you're wearing a gold necklace. I mean, come on. Well, show what's important in life. A jewelry, I guess, has its fashion importance, but really it doesn't work well with a T-shirt. So, fix that. But if you need some help, I'll help you. The Salvation Army, it has nice clothes for people. It's not just used stuff. They have nice clothes for people, and they're right on the highways. My point is, dress nicely. You're an adult. You're an adult. Start acting responsibly and fix this mess here that you're in. Not only criminal misconduct, but every day, like how you wear your clothes. That's important. Anyway, Go ahead, Mr. Will.
Judge, I think, Mr. Fontenot, realizes court appointment. We'll take care of this. He'll take care of this.
Yeah, we're moving on. What are we gonna do about this?
I asked to have this reset, Judge, because I understand, haven't spoken to the prosecutor enough to find out about other possible litigation that he may be involved in.
Okay, what did I say, 3 weeks?
3 weeks. That's
Okay,
fine.
good.
And Your Honor, I believe previously in a murder trial that we had, he had posted an autopsy photo of the victim on the internet, which we can get a photo of that for the court, after the court posted on.
You're gonna have to play like that's not the only case that I've done since I've tried 550 some odd.
It was in
And we
the
have every day, we have a big docket. Help me out.
Daryl Prevost murder trial, Your Honor. It was
That is familiar.
at McDonald's, it occurred at
Oh,
McDonald's.
in the drive?
Yes, sir.
What did this person do?
I had posted a photo of the autopsy on the one of the he'd copied it off of here when it was placed on the YouTube and put it on the internet.
You didn't do any of this?
Yeah, I didn't. They be having fake pages, they be posting stuff like.
Oh, somebody else doing it?
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of fake pages that be trying to make it seem like.
I'm gonna believe you. Look at the way you're dressed.
I can show you this, Steve. Like, I can show you right now.
Oh, show me right now.
Judge, I apologize to the court. I'm not aware of this, and I'm
Well,
sure
you remember
that I
that
can.
case. I mean,
I wasn't
presided over that
party to
long
that
ago.
case. I'm
And
sure the prosecution can give me a copy of it if we can.
well,
I can figure out what happened if the court would just.
we held people in
Because
contempt
I
of
just
that
don't.
in the crowd. There were people who posted videos from inside the courtroom. They were just no class, just classless. Who would do something like that? And it's a murder trial. And that just shows people don't think right, properly, decently. But there are rules, and we're gonna hold people to the rules, or else the rules don't matter. And the rules make us act in a more in a fashion that's higher than the animal behavior. That's what makes humans special. We're supposed to have reasoning and thought. A lot of people don't act like that. It's animalistic almost. Pets do better than some people in the way they act. And that's too bad. But they get punished. That's the way the rules are the rules, or else those kinds of people drag everybody down to their level. And that's not, we want a quality of life.
What was he, a witness judge or a?
I don't know, I couldn't tell you. I don't recognize the man.
Okay.
There were a lot of people in that trial.
He was sitting in the audience. He was one of the ones.
Yeah, if they were in the audience, I
Again, I apologize. If I could get with the prosecutor, would you figure this out?
Yeah, they made a big mess out of things, and they got in trouble. People got in trouble.
Yes, sir. Well, I think we can take care of that problem. So I speak of Mr. Fondo.
All right, get a resetting. Get a resetting.
Get a reset and wait till we get outside.
All the promises you made me, Mr. Ariel. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go there. I'm going to stay. I promise. In one ear, out the other. And you picked up yet another criminal trespass. Over and over and over and over. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 criminal trespasses. Possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, attempted possession of a firearm, resisting arrest, failure to identify ×3, possession of a controlled substance ×10. You remember what I told you last time you were here? Do you remember Mr. Ariel? What happened on the newest, Mr. Kim? Newest trespass? Is it the same?
On the Ariola, Judge?
Please.
April 29th, 2024, officers were dispatched to the Chevron gas station in Harris County, Texas, the same one as all the last criminal trespasses. The now defendant was found in the freezer room, complainant stated he was trespassed before and wanted to pursue charges.
In the freezer room this time. Same place as all other 18?
Yes, it just notes, generically all the previous criminal trespasses.
It's the same one, right?
Chevron gas 14647, yes, Judge. Whoops. Yes, oh, yes.
I will not entertain any offers with you. I will immediately set your case for trial, and I'm going to put you back in the DDRP location. And if you take off, it's okay with me. I will continue to do the same thing, and I will continue to put you back into the DDRP location until it takes. At some point, it's going to take. And I'm going to bring you back here every day to tell you not to go back to the Chevron location. Every day you will come back to see me until we go to trial. And I'm going to keep telling you, don't go back to the Chevron. Okay.
Now going in DDRP, Judge.
No.
One debt to society later.
Sure, Your Honor.
Yep, give me 1 second. Okay. Mr. Ariola, are you not going to talk to me? How are you going to represent yourself if you're not even going to talk to me? How's that going to work? Yeah, tell me.
My handcuffs tied behind my back.
I brought you out because Lori, the lawyer I've appointed to represent you, is telling me that you want to represent yourself. Is this what you want to do?
I do.
Why?
This court is threatening me with a program. I'm not asking them. This court has threatened me of such remarks I've never even promised to this court.
You have terrorized the people at the Chevron for the last 3 years. And I've told you time after time after time not to go back to the Chevron. Yet you persist and you go back. You allegedly steal. You allegedly destroy their property. They've asked you repeatedly. I've ordered you not to go back repeatedly. Yet the minute you get out, you go back to the property over and over. And you have been arrested at this place, what, 14 times? Pavel, how many times are we talking? 17, 22? You've been arrested over and over. And I've asked you to time and again not to go back. Every time you do, what you're gonna do anyways. So what can I do to ensure that you're not gonna go back? You have never, in the 3 years and the 25 to 30 cases that you've had with me, have ever once, not once, appeared on your own. Ever. The only thing I asked you to do is not to go back to the Chevron. That's all I asked you to do. So, if you were in my shoes, what would you do?
The court ordered not to go back to the store.
I've done that 18 times.
You've asked me.
Yes.
Not once have there been a
I've
court
asked
order.
you, I've ordered, I've prayed, I've done smoke signals. Everything I've done is to try to get you not to go back.
I wish you was talking here. I'd like to know that. I wish you was talking.
Yeah.
I've made my case to this court before. These privileged calls on me about being at the store are made by one man, one employee. I'm given permission to go to the back of the store. I was just talking here. I made my case. Okay, this here rattles me. It disturbs my peace of mind. Okay, these people know who I am. They allow me to go to the back of the store. There's no interest in any other way around unless I get permission by them. They give me permission. Okay. Later, when shift changes, I believe this is how it always tends to it. It's when the policemen are called on my person. I made my case to this court. I'm just talking.
If you want, I will call them right now to see if you're allowed to go back. But from what we've seen and what the owner has told us, they don't want you to go back. Have you talked to the owner in this before? I mean, I know you have in the past, but
The individual that we called last time is listed complaining on each of them, so we usually call him. But we can reach out to the official owner this time around.
I will reach out now to see. But if what you're telling me when shift change comes, that the person coming in doesn't want you there, then that's when you got to go. I will find out right now. I will call for you to see if they want you there or not. But even so, every time I ask you not to go, you still go anyways. So what am I supposed to do? I don't want to keep you here. We have enough people in jail. It doesn't make me happy having you here, but I got to protect the public.
If I tell you this, I'm telling you this. I will not go back to that store.
And you done told me that before 18 times.
This is why this is just small talk. I've never promised you nor ever told you anything of such a nature.
Get the phone number.
I do have a phone number.
I'm going to call right now. Give me a second. Let me help Kendra here. As soon as I'm done with her, I'm going to call them myself right now and see whether they want you there or not. And then I'll bring you back out and I'll let you know. Give me 2 minutes. Kendra.
1 winner later.
Okay, Lori, you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just tell you, Mr. Ariola, at the outset, you're not here alone. I have a lawyer, Lori, here with you now so that she can be with you during everything that we're doing so that you're not alone. I want to make sure that you know that you're not, it's just not the world against you. You have someone here that's helping you out with the situation. I had Mr. Kim call out to Syed, which is the person who is the manager, I guess.
He is. So, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Shahid Syed, and he is the complainant in this case. He stated that he is the manager and business partner of Mr. Mohammed Akhtar. Mr. Mohammed Akhtar is the owner. His son, Siam Akhtar, is also a co-owner. These three, along with the cashier, are the only employees in that gas station. There's no one else there, no one else that can speak for them. All four employees stated that they do not want the defendant at the gas station. The complainant stated that the defendant has previously come in with a stick and another time with a crowbar. He stated that the defendant has also assaulted an officer in another incident. The complainant also says there's a recorded 911 call on one of the incidents where you can hear the defendant admitting that he knows he's not supposed to be there. The complainant believes that the defendant should go to a mental health facility or rehab, but the last time they were in court where he received a conviction from this court, the defendant stated that he was not mentally sick last time in court, and so the complainant doesn't know what to do. The complainant is fearful for his safety and believes that the defendant should be charged with a felony because he was already convicted for trespassing, but he keeps coming back. So he doesn't have a solution. He says he's available for whatever the state needs in terms of this prosecution.
That is from the mouth of the people that work at that gas station. I don't know where you're getting your information that you can go, but you speak. Let me know. What do you?
This is the first time that I've heard that. And it's, again, it's troubling. I am not, how can I say this?
Just say it.
I've spoke, a matter of fact, with the son. He told me himself, he said, "You're okay with me, man. Just don't just leave whenever Alex come by." I am not looking for trouble, nor am I against any of them. I'm troubled with what I've just heard right now. Even the main owner, I know him so well. He tells me the same thing, just as his son. He said, "Just leave. You cannot be here whenever Alex comes." He's like,
Don't go back. It doesn't matter who's telling you what, how many times they've told you, when they've told you. All their minds have changed. They just don't want you back. They're scared of you, Mr. Ariola. They are scared.
I can only just listen to what I've just heard. I mean, okay, this is a different picture whenever I'm talking to them, but okay.
I'm only bringing you here because, like I told you, I want you to understand that you cannot go back. And I want you to understand this. And I'm going to bring you here many times because I've told you this. We've done this before. We've exactly done this exact thing where I've had the district attorney's office call them and tell you this. So I don't know what else we have. And that's why I wanted you to go to the DDRP location to see and have you evaluated. Go ahead.
Listen, what I just heard right now, no, that makes my stomach hurt. It is a whole different story when I'm there with them. Right now, I'm only I mean, I honestly, I don't want to go back there if that's how, if this is what came, if this is what the statement that came out of who was it?
Spoke with Mr. Syed.
Syed. He's, that troubles me. I have a family. I have a family to take care of, and I'm being troubled by these privileged called by Mr. Syed. I don't even think this man, I don't hate this man. I'm just troubled about what's being, you know, many ways.
You shouldn't let it trouble you. It doesn't matter. Just don't go back. It shouldn't make your stomach hurt. It shouldn't trouble you. None of that matters. Just don't go back and everything will be fine.
Believe me, yes. Now that this statement was made, believe me, I have a family to take care of. I really don't say much because I just want to get. I'm not here for no excuses or nothing. I can only bring the facts of it all. Okay, I have a family to take care of, and my time is being taken away from me being able to provide for my family. I was with my family 5 days. 5 days. When I went to the store just to talk to a friend, and that friend was the son, and he told me, he's like, it's okay, Ronnie, you can be here, you know, just leave whenever he comes. I'm like, okay, man, you know, I don't really even.
That's the problem, though. The problem is you never know when the guy's going to come back. You never know. What if he comes in 5 minutes after he told you? You never know. That's why the best way is not to go back at all.
And I'm perfectly sane. I know from right from wrong. I'm not committing no crimes. I'm not intentionally, you know, going out there committing crimes, even that by doing drugs or any of that.
We need to figure out where we're going to go from here because I don't know. So let me talk with Lori, your lawyer. Let's figure out a path where we're going to go from here. We sent you to the facility for you to get evaluated, but you left. And after you left, you went back to this place, you picked up a new trespass case. So I don't know where we're going to go from here.
What do you mean I left?
You were ordered to, and you agreed with me that you were going to go to this residential facility. You agreed with me.
No, the trial, I lost the trial. You put me in this facility.
Correct.
Okay, and I guess
You told me at that time that you were willingly going to go because you wanted things to change and you wanted to better yourself.
I'm not asking for treatment. I'm here as a man right now. I stand before you. I stand before this court. I am not asking for treatment. Then
I'm at a complete loss of how to go forward, Mr. Ariella, because I don't know what.
What do you mean that I left the facility? The facility that you sent me, I completed.
He completed it April 23rd, 2020.
Oh, I thought he took off.
No, he completed it.
Oh, wonderful. So what happened though? You completed it, he got out, and then you picked up a new trespass.
In less than 10 days. Since he said
In less than 10 days. This is the privileged call. I'm asking the court to recognize this. I am not intentionally doing something, passing the line or jumping over a fence or sneaking in behind. I'm asking that this court recognize this privileged cause is taking away my time. I am not on drugs. I am not on dope. I am simply just at a place.
So I'm going to put you back. I'm going to let you talk to Lori, and Pavel and Mr. Kimball and I will talk and figure out where we go forward because I just don't know. I don't know. My only concern is I don't want you to go back. That's all I want.
If I tell you this right now, man, I promise you today, right now, that I will not go back to that store. I'm telling you right now because this is troubling. Not like you said, I do not want it to trouble me. I promise you this court, I will not go back to that store.
Let me talk to Lori and see where we go. Okay. I don't know. And I wish I could believe you. I really do. But given our history, it's very, very hard for me to do that.
I just want you to, please, you sent me to this treatment. I completed it. I did all that was told of me. I didn't get no write-ups, no so-called BR from that treatment.
You get out of the facility and less than 10 days later, you went back. That's the rub.
I'm not, how can I say this? It's not like I was visiting a friend.
You're going back.
I understand. I understand this. I mean, this is the way I'm just talking here, and I'm just talking, and I'm not going to go back. I'm telling you this right now. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going. This is me telling you for real that. This is me telling this court.
I need to record this so that we have this conversation in 2 weeks. If you were to get out, we'll see. I just don't know. Let me talk to Lori and we're going to figure out where the proper, how to go forward, Mr. Ariel. I just don't know anymore.
Thank you, Judge.
Lori, I don't know, man. I'm at a loss what to do.
Well, let me get with.
I don't know.
Talk to him and see what, because the reason why we brought him out, because he said he wanted to represent himself. I'm not sure if he still wants to do that or not.
I don't know, man. And where do we go from here, Pavel? What do we do? How do we?
Well,
I mean, he shows such sincerity, right? But when he gets out, it's the same old story, right? So sincere until he gets out into the free world.
Judge, in the event that the court wants to entertain any kind of PR bond or cut him out on bond, it would have to be with electronic monitoring.
Show.
It would have to be with electronic monitoring. But I guess, well, so first, Lori is currently the defense attorney, so we're approaching Lori right now. In the event that he actually wants to voice representing himself, I would ask for him to read it.